inside the Niger Delta.
Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike in September this year hinted that his state had acquired Shell's 45% stake in OML 11 oil fields with a sum of $150 million. The announcement had immediately sparked off a controversy in Rivers State, particularly in Ogoniland, which plays host to most of the oil fields in OML 11. While Shell has neither denied nor confirmed the transfer of its interest in OML 11, the Department of Petroleum Resources, DPRO, which is responsible for the allocation and reallocation of oil blocks, says it is not aware of the transaction. The following interview seeks to answer some of the purported acquisition of Shell's stake in OML 11. And my guest is engineer Boma Brown, a former Shell staff who rose to the position of asset manager land assets before his retirement. The Ogoni oil fields have been in serious contention over a while. Your governor has just announced, an acquisition of it. I'm still very confused. I've tried to reach out to the governor, to talk to him on this program to understand what his intentions are and what exactly he thinks he has done, but we've not been able to get that feedback and that opportunity yet. But you have been in the oil industry for over 30 years now. What is going on with OML 11 and your governor?
OML 11 has been a big challenge, not the whole of OML 11, but it's more about the Ogoni fields. The governor announced that he had acquired, but what I know is that the acquisition needs to go through also the minister's consent. So the aspect of the minister's consent is what we are not aware whether it's the shares or the surface facilities. So we still need that clarity on what the acquisition is. Everybody in the oil industry is still asking, is it the subsurface asset that is acquired, or is just the surface assets that were acquired? And I think until we get that clarity, nobody will really say what was acquired. People are not really understanding the whole acquisition because there are some regulatory frameworks within the acquisition to move forward. You need the consent of the minister, who is the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And nobody is aware whether the President has given his consent to that acquisition.
So everybody is in limbo, so to speak, while waiting for the governor to throw some more clarity.
Yes, and also to see what the federal government is doing about OML 11, because that will also give us the feedback on the situation in OML 11, because the mineral at most of the operations is at the federal level. So based on the fact that if the federal government through NNPC comes up with what's happening. By the way, since 2012, 2013, the operators of the Ogoni fields, NPDC had been the operators of the Ogoni field. So we don't know, the acquisition was through SPDC, but then the operators are NPDC since 2013. So I don't know who is accountable for that. So there is still gray areas that needs to be clarified within that. But as I said, with the federal government through NNPC and NPDC operations, we will know what's really happening in the Ogoni field. But OML 11 is very clear. Ogoni is just an element of
because I know it extends even up to Abia State.
Yes.
And all that.
Rivers, and other places in the OML 11. So if the state governor is acquired, I don't know if the acquisition goes into the territories of other states.
All right, thank you very much, Engineer Boma Brown. We've been speaking with Engineer Boma Brown, talking about so many issues in the oil and gas industry. Of course, it's an industry for which he has been there over 30 years. He's currently a consultant. Thank you so much for being with us on Inside the Niger Delta.
Thank you very much. My pleasure.
Inside the Niger Delta.